Nothing is wrong with your life. Your job is fine. Your salary comes on time. Your parents are relieved. And that's exactly why nothing is changing. You're not stressed. You're not panicking. You're not desperate. Which means life isn't pushing you anymore. It's not falling apart. It's settling. Not badly. Comfortably. And slowly. Very slowly. It stops moving. You're around 26 years old. 27. Or maybe 28 years. First job is done. You've switched once. Maybe twice. Now you're set. 50,000 rupees. 90,000 rupees. 1,50,000 rupees a month. Not crazy money. But solid. Rent gets paid. Swiggy doesn't hurt. Weekend plans don't need calculation. Your parents sound calmer now. Relatives say things like, "Good, at least job is stable." You wake up at the same time. Same bus. Same metro coach. Same desk. Same screen. Monday feels like Tuesday. Tuesday feels like Thursday. Weeks blur. Nothing is wrong enough to complain about. And because nothing is wrong, you stop questioning it. Earlier, you used to imagine things. Different cities. Different job roles. Different versions of yourself. Now, imagination feels unnecessary. You've adjusted. Not consciously. It just happened. You tell yourself, "I'll think about it later." Later when and what? When something goes wrong. But nothing is going wrong. So later never arrives. There's a name for this pattern. It's called the stability trap. Not fear. Not laziness. Not lack of ambition. It's what happens when life becomes just stable enough to feel irresponsible to disturb. The trap isn't discomfort. The trap is relief. Here's how it works. Step by step. First, stability removes urgency. When you're struggling, you ask, "How do I get out of this?" When you're stable, you ask, "Why should I change this?" That single question changes everything. Second, stability creates moral pressure. You're not stuck because you're scared. You're stuck because change feels wrong. Wrong to your parents. Wrong to your salary. Wrong to your routine. You're not choosing comfort. You're choosing responsibility. At least, that's how it feels. Third, stability narrows imagination. Not suddenly. Quietly. You stop asking, "What else?" and start asking, "What's safe?" You don't kill your dreams. You archive them. "I'll come back to this someday." But someday doesn't survive routine. In India, stability carries extra weight. Your parents didn't have it. They struggled so you wouldn't have to. So when you finally get it, how do you say no? How do you say, "I want something different," when everything is technically fine? You don't. You stay. Not because you love it. Because leaving feels ungrateful. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Instability creates problems. Stability creates obligations. Problems push you to move. Obligations ask you to stay. And the longer you stay, the heavier those obligations feel. EMIs appear. Expectations settle. Identity locks in. You don't get trapped by failure. You get trapped by success that arrived too early. Something else happens around this age. Time starts moving faster. Not because clocks change, but because nothing feels new. When life repeats, memory compresses. Years feel shorter. Weeks disappear. You look up one day and think, "When did this become my normal?" And you don't remember choosing it. This is why the stability trap is dangerous. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't scare you. It doesn't announce itself. There's no rock bottom. No dramatic moment. No warning sign. Just smooth continuation. That's why people stay inside it for years. Around 25-30, something subtle happens. You stop seeing your job as something you do and start seeing it as who you are. I'm in this field. I'm this kind of person. Once identity locks, change feels like betrayal. Not of others. Of yourself. This is not about quitting jobs. Not about taking risks. not about chasing passion. That's not the point. The point is understanding why. Even thinking about change starts feeling uncomfortable. Why curiosity fades before courage is even needed. The stability trap doesn't make life worse. It makes it acceptable. And acceptable is dangerous because it never demands more from you. If you're listening to this and thinking, nothing here is wrong with my life. Exactly. That's how the trap works. Instability threatens comfort, but stability quietly removes possibility. One creates stress. The other creates limits. Only one of them feels responsible. So here's the thought to sit with. Not a solution, not a step, just a question. If nothing ever goes wrong, what would actually force your life to change? And if the answer is nothing, then maybe that's the real cost of stability.